So Netflix has come out with an apology for Cuties, which is getting extreme backlash, and for very good reason, while critics are coming out stating that the movie is stunning and brave, and Puritans are still finding anime to be problematic. You can tell that there are some serious issues here. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So first off, we're going to start with Netflix's apology over this trash fire of a film that never should have been a thing. So Netflix stated this: "We're deeply sorry for the inappropriate artwork that we used for Cuties. It was not okay, nor was it representative of this French film, which won an award at Sundance. We've now updated the pictures and description." Oh yeah, you changed the description from something that was talking about how the main character is an 11-year-old girl who joined a twerking dance crew that was trying to discover her own femininity. And that poster, that is disturbing, Netflix. That is wrong on every level. Absolutely disgusting. And if you go to the trailer right now, the trailer itself is standing at a 560,000 dislikes. Yeah, 560,000. This is how much people hate this film for good reason. This film should never have been made. This film was disgusting. But, that's the big thing. Goes to show you that there are people out there that understand how awful the situation is, and that this film is just terrible, just straight up awful. The backlash is so extreme for this movie that not only is this, huge on YouTube with 560,000 dislikes, but the other thing here is that there is actually a petition to get this taken down. People have created a petition here stating petition to remove Cuties from Netflix. So, obviously they're going so far as to try to get it taken down through petition. And this petition currently has 208,078 people have signed it, which I think this is a very good thing. I think it's good that people are disliking the trailer as well. I think it's good to see that people are actually standing up against this, because this film, it's just disgusting. This is completely unacceptable. And, when you look at Netflix's response, when somebody asked them if Netflix supported the P word, right? They couldn't even respond. They couldn't comment. I mean, well, how can you not? All you had to say was no, Netflix. All you had to say was no. I mean, plain and simple. And this makes you question, what does Netflix really stand for then? You know what I mean? Like, that's very suspicious that if they're not going to comment on that, then what do you really stand for, Netflix? But now, looking at this article from Deadline about Netflix's apology, I did a bit of research on something. And there's one big thing I want to point out in this article. So, Netflix has issued a swift mea culpa after a strong backlash today around the marketing of its forthcoming release, Cuties. The largely well-received French-language pick won the World Cinema Dramatic Directing Award at Sundance this year. So, this film won an award, and it makes you question Hollywood. All the theories and all the things you've heard about Hollywood doing some very terrible things behind the scenes, their open secrets and whatnot. It makes more and more of it look like it's real. And I did a bit of research on the Sundance CoFounder. One of them, Sundance CoFounder, gets at least 6 years for a terrible thing that they did. So they were proven guilty when it comes to terrible things with minors. So, it's not like that raises more suspicions or anything. American Fork, Utah AP, a filmmaker who co-founded the Sundance Film Festival and produced a movie whose lead actress won an Oscar in the mid-1980s, was sentenced Tuesday to at least 6 years in prison after pleading guilty to doing bad things to a minor. The judge who delivered the sentence of 6 years to life said that he hopes the parole board will keep 72-year-old Sterling Van Wagenen in prison longer than the minimum. Judge Robert Griffin commended the young victim for reporting what happened. Prosecutors say that Van Wagenen did bad things to the girl between 2013 and 2015. So right there, it really makes you question Hollywood. With a lot of things that have been talked about, whatnot, it really seems like they've got skeletons they're hiding in their closets. But also, looking at it, the critics themselves, we got to talk about them, because the critics are giving this an 82%, stating that this movie is stunning and brave. This is very, very disgusting. Very disgusting. This is why I always say, don't ever trust these critics. Because these movie critics, you can't trust them. All they ever do is care about their agendas, try to push it into things, and then they demonize people because, well, you didn't agree with me. How dare you? That's exactly what they do. And so this really makes you question a lot of things that goes on with these critics as well as Hollywood. It's just more and more things come out with this. And while it's only 17 people that have rated this on Rotten Tomatoes that are critics, still extremely disgusting. But hey, these are the same people that go after anime. They try to state that anime is, exploiting minors when it's not. They keep trying to say that the artwork is terrible. They keep trying to ban anime or censor it, whatever they can. Attack mangaka, try to get them to censor their work or cancel the series, whatever. You got to keep that in mind that they've been doing this. But yeah, when it comes to this movie, Cuties, oh, no. It's perfectly fine to them. Though they don't mind that, right? Shows the hypocrisy of these Puritans. And these Puritans have kept quiet on this movie, Cuties. They have kept completely quiet. Now, if there's anything you'll ever learn about these Puritans, what they do is they tend to project themselves onto other people. So whenever they try to attack anime like Uzaki-chan or, any anime art of, characters that is fan service, right? Anything like that, right? They self-project themselves onto those artists or the mangaka or whoever to try to get them canceled or try to ruin their reputation. We see this disgusting behavior come from these Puritans all the time. This is exactly how they act, and this is what they do. Now you have Patreon, which, this has been going on for a while. You have Amazon, Amazon trying to ban Hatsune Miku figurines, And then, of course, you have Patreon themselves going after anime artists. It's the art style itself that they don't like. And, they went so far as to try to check people's hard drives, which they don't have the authority to do that. But they've been trying to go that far, and it was back a few months ago, I talked about this, and think of it as it's just insane, and it's continuing to get even more intense for anime, but yet, when they attack anime, the art style, which, by the way, is fictional characters, okay? Keep that in mind. They go after fictional characters, and whenever they go after these art styles, right, they try to say, oh, it's problematic. So all this stupid stuff, try to find ways to try to get anime banned, which is absolutely absurd. It's ridiculous. And, of course, when we found out what Patreon's real reason was, they don't like the style. That's basically what it is. It's their agenda against anime. I've talked about this multiple times. There is an agenda against anime. These companies, they all have something against anime. That's why they're trying to get it banned from platforms. That's why you've been seeing light novels and manga, merchandise try to be taken down from other platforms because they have an agenda against anime. But, there's one big thing that's also going on during this whole thing as well. The Puritans have stayed quiet about this movie. They've stayed completely quiet about Cuties. Hadn't said a word. Now, isn't that strange? Whenever they always go around, they always try to say that, oh, Uzaki-chan's problematic, crying about Uzaki-chan, or how anime's problematic, stuff like that. But it comes to this terrible, disgusting Cuties movie, they don't say a word. Neither do Hollywood celebrities. They're not coming out and saying anything about this either. Now, isn't that a bit suspicious? You would imagine, with all the things they scream about, you would think that they would definitely come out and say something against this, but no. They keep quiet. Now, isn't that odd? Isn't that really strange? So, then, of course, one person called out the Puritans, and this was fantastic what they said. You are effing easy to take down. So I guess that's the point, no? It's super easy to invent and call out artists the P word when they aren't, but it is hard to call out Netflix on pushing actual P word content on their platform. You aren't working on nothing. And here's where a Puritan stated this. So here's the effing thing, you creep. Netflix is a multi-million-dollar company, and you are nothing but a gross P-word fan artist who has the audacity to post lewd art of minors. We're working on Netflix, but you're easy to take down. This is what the Puritans are doing. This is what they're saying. They're not saying anything about Netflix and what they've done, but they're still going after anime artists. Now, isn't that a bit bizarre, right? Very, very bizarre. So, an artist came out and stated this. So those who have come to complain about a drawing have already made their massive reports to Netflix? Because there they have a real example of the exploitation of minors, but I don't see them organizing massive reports or asking to deactivate the platform. Yeah, now isn't that strange? Wouldn't you imagine that they would do that? I mean, if they've been having this problem with anime art, you would think that they would definitely have gone after Netflix and what they've done. Shows the double standard that these Puritans stand for. They live for that lifestyle. And thing of it is that, like I said, they project themselves onto other people. So when they call people ist or phobes or any of that stuff, that is them. That is them self-projecting themselves onto other people. That's what they always do. They do it to try to ruin people. I mean, this truly proves we live in clown world. This is the clown world timeline. This is the timeline, the bizarre timeline we live in. I mean, and it's a fact. We live in the clown world timeline. But this also further backs the theories that people have had about Hollywood for decades, the hypocrisy of these Puritans, as well as why you shouldn't trust these movie critics, but it also goes to show that the war on anime is just beginning, and we are going to be here to defend it from these insane Puritans. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and make sure you were still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels, so make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media, spread the word to get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.